Welcome back, dear students. We had been discussing the parts of speech. So, verb is our present topic, right? Okay. I hope all of you are doing well and updating your grammar notes regularly. If anyone hasn't updated yet, please do it at the earliest possible. Fine, then let's go to today's topic. Today's topic is regular and irregular verbs. Regular verbs and irregular verbs. The very common way to change a verb from its base form, that is a V1 form, to the past and participle forms, I mean V2 and V3 forms, is to add D or ED, the dental suffix D or ED to the base form. We'll discuss dental suffixes and sibilant suffixes in the coming classes. But for now, you must understand that the verbs whose V1 form can be converted to V2 and V3 forms by adding D or ED to the base form, they are called regular verbs or weak verbs. For example, love. L-O-V-E, love is a V1 base form. L-O-V-E-D, here we have added the suffix D. L-O-V-E-D, loved. Love is a base form, V1. Loved is the V2 past form. And again, loved is the, L-O-V-E-D, loved is the V3 participle form. Here, the dental suffix D is added to the V1 form love to make the V2 and V3 forms. Another example, walk, walked, walked. Here, the dental suffix ED is added to the V1 form walk to make the V2 and V3 forms. Coming to the irregular verbs. Now we have discussed regular verbs. Now we are coming to the second, irregular verbs. The verbs which are not conjugated, or the verbs whose V1 form or the base form can't be changed to past, that means V2, or participle, that means V3 forms, by adding D or ED. They are called irregular or strong verbs. The verbs which cannot be converted from V1 to V2 or V3 by just adding D or ED, they are called irregular or strong verbs. Regular can be converted by adding D or ED. Irregular cannot be converted by adding D or ED. See, these irregular verbs are of three kinds. The first kind, all the three forms are the same. For example, hurt, hurt, hurt. There is no hurted. All the three are the same. V1 is hurt, V2 is hurt, and V3 is hurt. The second kind, all the three forms are different. For example, begin, began, begun. B-E-G-I-N, begin is the V1 form. B-E-G-A-N, began is the V2 form. B-E-G-U-N, begun is the V3 form. Coming to the third kind, two forms are the same and one form is different. For example, find, found, found. Find is V1, found is V2, another found is V3. Here, two forms are the same and one is different. So, these are the three kinds. Let's just go through some more examples of regular and irregular verbs in all the five forms. In all the five forms we had already discussed, right? V1 means the base form, V2 past form, V3 participle, V4 ing form, continuous form, V5 V1 plus S or ES. S or ES means the sibilant suffixes, right? So let's just go through some examples. See, you can just observe a table of conjugation of verbs here, regular verbs. Let's discuss a few of them, not all. Jump, jumped, jumped, jumping, jumps. Like, liked, liked, liking, likes. Live, lived, lived, living, lives. And some more examples are given there. You just go through them. And coming to irregular verbs, three different words for V1, V2, V3 forms. All the three are different. Bite, bit, bitten. Biting, bites. Drink, drank, drunk. Drinking, drinks. Forget, forgot, forgotten. Forgetting, forgets. Write, wrote, written. Writing, writes. You may just go through the other examples also. I'm not reading out all the examples here. The second kind, all the three forms being the same. Burst, 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 bursting, burst. Put, 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 putting, puts. Spread, 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 spreading, spreads. Read, 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 reading, reads. Two forms being the same. Become, became, become, becoming, becomes. Beat, beat, beaten, beating, beats. Get, got or gotten, got or gotten in the V3 form. Getting, gets. Teach, taught, taught, teaching, teaches. So many examples are given here. You can just go through them and learn them. It's also good for you to learn them by heart if possible, because once you learn this, it will be easy for you to handle these tenses, active voice and passive voice, direct and indirect speech, etc. So please try to learn them. Just note them down in your notebooks and learn them whenever you get time. That will be very much helpful to you. Okay, so V3 forms can be used as adjectives also. For example, a fabricated story. A fabricated story means a cooked up or made up story which is not real. A fallen tree. A tree which has fallen. A painted wall. A wall which has been painted. But some verbs are changed into adjective in a different way. Not the same. Not the V3 form as it is. For example, say here past participle form, that means the V3 form is given and the adjectival form of the same, they are also given here. Drunk is a V3 form and the adjective form of that is drunken. Melt, molten. Proved, proven. Shaved, shaven. Sheared, shorn. Shrunk, shrunken. Sunk, sunken. Struck, stricken. So you can just notice the difference here. Like a person habituated to alcoholic drinks, such a person is a drunkard. Alcoholic drinks, that is a main word here, because only that person is a drunkard. See, you cannot just look at a person who drinks tea or coffee or milk and call him a drunkard or her a drunkard. A person who drinks a particular drink like coffee or tea or milk, that person is just a drinker of that drink. That's all, not a drunkard. A drunkard is the one who is habituated to drinking alcohol or taking alcoholic drinks. So that's the difference here. I hope you have understood this topic well. Just go through the video thoroughly, and whatever doubts you have, you can just post them in your WhatsApp groups, class groups, so that the teachers, the concerned subject teachers can go through and help you get your doubts clarified. And make sure that you make notes from these videos regularly. Don't keep it in pending. You'll be given some exercises after all these videos. You can just do them. You can just take them as simple exercises or like test or self-assessment. It will be very much helpful to you, and you will be able to understand how how much information or how much knowledge you have acquired through these videos. So please do carefully and regularly, and update your doubts also, so that we may be able to clarify them. That's all for today. Thank you, and see you in the next class. Take care.